All right, this is how you swing trade stock options. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So I like to personally play the index pairs such as the QQQ, SPY, and the YM, also known as DIA, NQ, and ES as well. So those are all the different abbreviations for that. I know I might have said the YM one backwards, but it's fine. So yeah. Okay, so I like to go ahead and pretty much trade the index pairs, and I'm going to show you guys how I swing trade that on the swap options. So let's go. So first, I like to go ahead and obviously start off with my higher time frame. You want to ideally always start off on the higher time frames because the higher time frames are going to show you what's actually going on within the markets. I see too many traders being on the lower time frames and they don't even have any higher time frame bias or have any real idea of what's actually going on within the markets. The market reacts off of higher time frame discounts and premiums, and all market does is go to discount levels and go to prices to where it's going to short from just to go back down to another discount level in order to go to new all-time highs. Never forget, guys, the point of trading is for stuff to go to all-time highs. So especially when you're a swing trader, if you're able to catch a bottom or a top, you can definitely make a very nice profit, especially when you know how to read the chart. If you catch the top, you can go ahead and swing trade it all the way back down to a discount and then use that profit to go ahead and rebuy it again and take it back up. Especially for cryptos and stuff like that. If you guys know how to snipe the bottoms, inshallah, it's extremely useful, and it's extremely useful for you guys to be profitable. So yeah, alhamdulillah, and inshallah to get into it. So I like to go ahead and draw my Fibonacci off of the weekly or the daily, and you guys are going to go ahead and draw it from the most recent low. You guys can turn on the indicators, pivots high and low, pivot points high and low, swing levels and liquidity, tape, and liquidity heat map. These are the only indicators I do use. Volume indicators. That's it. You guys can get the same thing done by using the volume candles as well on TradingView, so it lets you know that it is accurate. So drag your Fibonacci retracement from the very top of the structure, and make sure you guys drag it out to the right like this. Start from the very top and go to the bottom like this. Then you're going to go ahead and click. So after you guys draw it, make sure it lines up. Make sure you guys see some reactions. Click, lock it up. After you've done that, click on the settings button on the fib retracement. It's going to be the little middle button here. And make sure you guys copy my values. My values are 0, 0 0.236, 0 0.382, 0 0.5, 0 0.618, 0 0.786, 1, 1.618, 2.618, 3.618, 4.236, 1.272, 1.414, 0.886, 0.114, 1.132, 1.272, 0.691. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna get comfy for you guys. Okay. Now, after you guys have gone ahead and identified that, you're going to go ahead and realize a few things. Okay, so these are not the default values. Obviously not, because we're not default over here in the Stackmode community. So boom, you guys can go ahead and lock it up. You can turn on your trend line if you do want it. It's really up to you. It's just going to show you guys the ideal tops and bottoms and stuff like that. So yeah, so you can go ahead and you can turn off the trend line if you do prefer. Really up to you guys. But anyways, once you have configured your Fibonacci retracement settings, you can turn on the smallest lines if you do want it as well for the smallest and the most accurate drawing. So boom. So once you guys do have it drawn, you can scale down to your smaller time frames, or I like to ideally stay on my daily first and look for key setups. So I gave this short setup out in my Discord here, and as you guys can see, we had a very nice reaction off of this fib level, and we had a double top on the daily here, giving us a nice 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio trade. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So after you guys have drawn your fib, and it's very important you draw your fib accurate on the higher time frames. I don't care what you guys are trading, Google indexes or whatever. Make sure you guys are drawing your fib as accurate as possible. Okay, look. After that, I want you guys to go ahead and go to your Webull, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a trick here. All right, boom. After that, you guys want to be making sure that you're buying at least. The reason I like to trade the DIA options is because the contracts are just cheap and the thetas are really good and the Greeks are really good. If you guys know about Greeks, make sure you guys do watch my stock options guide. I do have a video on that. Go ahead and just check out my channel. So yeah, you guys can go ahead and inshallah. So go ahead and just check out the DIA. That's going to be the YM. I do like to swing trade this because once again, the contracts are cheap and the Greeks are really good compared to the QQQ and SPY options, which do require a little bit more money and the Greeks aren't as good. But for scalping 0 DTE, which I'll drop another video on, inshallah, those are going to be a bit better, of course. Anyways, so let me go ahead and just show you guys the setup here. So we're going to go ahead and head over to puts. Make sure you guys set as group 1 and then set as group 1 on another chart as well. This way, on the Webull or whatever you guys are on, you guys will be able to go ahead and see your price chart of the contract, which is definitely important. We're looking at TradingView anyway, so you don't need the actual stock price up if you use TradingView, but you do want to see the contract chart as it does help, and you can set your stop loss on it too. Anyways, so 391 was what price dumped to. So let me go ahead and check something out here. So 391, so let's see what these contracts went ahead and flipped into. So as you guys can see here, on the 21st, we had a entry at around, it was around 10:30 was around the entry came. So as you guys can see, these contracts went from $1.56 all the way to $2.21 in about 30 minutes. So that's going to be a pretty nice flip there. Let's go ahead and check out, see if some other contracts moved a bit better. These contracts went from $1.97 all the way to $2.76. And once again, guys, this is the same move that pretty much lasted for like a little bit of time. So pretty much in like from 10:30 all the way to pretty much just an hour of price action, you were able to make a very, very, very nice chunk of money off of just 1 hour of price action. So from 10:30 to pretty much 11:30, your contracts would have went from $1.97 to $2.80, which is about $90, almost $100 a contract. So that's really, 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 really nice, and that's a pretty great flip if you do tell me about it. So these contracts went from $2.40 all the way to $3.35. So now, when you guys are swing trading, you obviously, the more contracts you do have, the better. But still, the thing about options is you're able to turn a little bit of money into a lot, which is fantastic. So on options here, as you guys can see, so if you bought these 389 contracts, then you would have gone ahead and seen here, okay, cool. So you're able to go ahead and turn these contracts from $1 to about $1.40 a pop. So these aren't going to be the best contracts to buy, and one thing that can really help you guys is to use the volume as well. It's going to go ahead and show you the volume of the contract, so you guys can do that by coming over to your Webull here, and if I'm not mistaken, you're going to go ahead and look for the settings. If I remember where it is here, let me go ahead and see. But somewhere on the settings here on the Webull, you can go ahead, I believe it's over here to the left, you can go ahead and turn on volume, and you can turn off a lot of the other stuff besides the Greeks, and then keep last on. And you guys are going to be able to go ahead and see the volume of the contract and see what the most popular ones are. So yeah, then you guys can go ahead and buy that, because the more volume the contracts has, the better the Greeks are going to move. So yeah, you can go ahead and buy these, and once again, it's 5 days out, guys, and that's just an hour of price action. And then you guys are going to be able from there to just go ahead and just hold your contracts for a very long time and end up just catching a very nice move and spending a little bit of money to make a lot. And that's the power of swing trading options. So yeah, guys, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. It's been Stackmode Chris. That's how you swing trade options. Make sure you guys keep trading extremely simple, man. Use your Fibonacci retracement. Buy further out contracts with good Greeks. Use volume to determine what good contracts are if you guys aren't able to read Greeks and you don't really know what Greeks are. And because the Greek volume of the contracts will tell you guys, like, okay, if this contract has a high amount of buying, then let's go ahead and get into these, because the swing traders and people who do want to actually make profit are ideally going to be buying all the same contract. So I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. It's been Stackmode Chris, and I love y'all. Go to stackmode.net for mentorship, access to my courses and ebooks, as well as access to my Signals Discord. Peace. Love y'all. Make sure y'all start prayed up with God and take care of your families. Peace. I'm giving a 1-day free trial in my Stackmode trading Discord for my exclusive Signals. Here, I'm going to be giving entry and exit alerts, levels, and trade breakdowns for futures, options, as well as crypto traders. You guys can also purchase lifetime access to the Signals, where you guys can pay once and have access to the Signals forever. Here, you guys will also find a link for my one-on-one mentorship sign up, and let's discuss how to get the best entries, and let's chat about strategy, risk management, psychology, and figure out what's holding you back. I want to help you guys get profitable, and payments will be flexible. I'm working with all budgets for my mentorship. If you guys want to help get profitable, make sure you guys join my Discord, and inshallah, let's make some money on.